I have a cat. His name is Barnaby. Barnaby is a very fat cat. He is an orange cat. Most of the time, Barnaby does nothing. He sleeps for 20 hours a day. He eats fish. He looks at birds through the window. He's not a smart cat. Sometimes he hits his head on the door. But today, Barnaby is very busy. Today, Barnaby is running for President of the United States. How did this happen? It started 1 month ago. I was watching the news on television. 2 politicians were shouting at each other. They were very angry. They were very loud. Barnaby was sitting on the sofa. He looked at the television. He did not like the shouting. He walked to the television and hit the screen with his paw. Then he turned around and showed his tail to the politicians. I filmed this with my phone. I put the video on the internet. The next morning I woke up and looked at my phone. The video had 50 million views. Everyone was talking about Barnaby. People wrote comments like, "This cat is better than any politician, and I want to vote for the cat." I laughed. I thought it was a joke, but it was not a joke. People were serious. They really wanted a cat for president. 1 week later, a man in a black suit came to my house. He was from the election office. "Sir," he said to me, "many people want Barnaby to be president. He is now a candidate." I looked at Barnaby. Barnaby was licking his own leg. "But he is a cat," I said. The man smiled. "The law does not say the president must be a human. It only says the president must be born in this country. Barnaby was born in a box in Ohio, so he can be president." Barnaby started his campaign. We went to a big stadium in New York. There were 30,000 people there. They were all wearing hats with cat ears. They were holding signs that said, "Vote for fish and naps for everyone." Barnaby walked onto the stage. He did not say a speech. He did not talk about money or taxes. He just sat on the table and cleaned his face with his tongue. The people went crazy. They started crying and shouting, "He is so wise. He is so honest. He does not lie." A reporter ran to Barnaby. She held a microphone to his face. "Mr. Barnaby, what is your plan for the economy?" she asked. Barnaby looked at the microphone. He thought it was a toy. He hit it with his paw. Bop, the crowd cheered. "He will hit the high prices. He will destroy the inflation," they shouted. Barnaby had 3 main promises. First, every person in the country gets free fish every Friday. Second, vacuum cleaners are now illegal. Vacuum cleaners are the enemy of the people because they make a scary noise. Third, everyone must take a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you do not sleep, you go to jail. People loved these ideas. Finally, they said, a president with a good plan. The other politician was a man named Mr. Grump. Mr. Grump was very angry. He was a very serious man. He hated cats. He went on television and said, "This is stupid. Barnaby is just an animal. He cannot sign laws. He cannot talk to world leaders." Barnaby was invited to a debate with Mr. Grump. On the night of the debate, Mr. Grump talked for 1 hour about very difficult things. He used big words. He looked very tired. When it was Barnaby's turn, he did not talk. He jumped off his chair and saw a small red light on Mr. Grump's suit. It was a laser pointer from someone in the audience. Barnaby started running in circles. He jumped on Mr. Grump's head. He bit Mr. Grump's ear. He ran across the stage like a crazy tiger. The audience stood up and clapped. "Look at his energy," they said. Mr. Grump is slow and boring, but Barnaby is fast and strong. Election day came. Everyone went to vote. In the evening, the news anchor looked at the camera. He looked shocked. "Ladies and gentlemen," he said, "we have a new president. Barnaby the cat has won 99% of the votes. This is a historic day." Barnaby did not care. He was busy chasing a fly in the kitchen. We moved into the White House. The White House was different now. We removed all the expensive chairs. We put in giant cat trees and scratching posts. The Secret Service agents did not carry guns anymore. They carried laser pointers and bags of catnip. When the President of France came to visit, he had to sit on the floor. Barnaby sat on the President of France's lap and fell asleep. The President of France could not move for 3 hours. He said it was the best meeting of his life. The world changed. There were no more wars. Why? Because the leaders were too busy napping. There was no more stress. Everyone was eating fish and playing with string. The economy was simple. We traded balls of wool and cans of tuna. Barnaby was the most popular president in history. One day, I sat with Barnaby in the Oval Office. He was sitting on the big desk looking at a very important paper. He was about to sign a new law. I watched him. He looked very serious then. He pushed his coffee cup off the table. The cup hit the floor and broke. Smash! Barnaby looked at me and meowed. "Yes, Mr. President," I said. "I will clean it up." It was a strange world, but it was a happy world. A world run by a cat was much better than a world run by people.